Hello there guys, and welcome to this virtual walk round of our 1.6 litre Audi A3 TDI S Line. Now the S Line doesn't really give you much more performance, but it does give you a really nice optional pack when it comes to the styling. One of which is the optional extra of Mythos Black, which is the dark metallic paint colour, which when the sun hits it, it looks absolutely incredible. Now let me just say, this Mythos Black is again an optional extra, and it does cost around £438 from new. So it's clear that the previous owner knew exactly what they were doing. Now this can also give you 109 brake horsepower, but most importantly, plenty of miles per gallon. You're looking anywhere from 60 to 70 for this particular model. Now the car itself, you've got your headlights here with the LED daytime running lights, and you've also got down here your front fog lights, and you've got the honeycomb mesh design just surrounding. You've got the really nice specific S bumpers, which give it a nice nod to the heritage of the sportier models, and you've also got a gloss black grille inlay, and you've got the chrome styling and chrome ring badge just up on it. Moving down, you've got your second headlight, your second fog light, and of course that honeycomb mesh grille. Now moving around, we have recently refurbed the wheels here in a really nice dark titanium grey, and they are the 18-inch 5 twin spoke alloys specific to the S Line of this generation. So as you can see, free from any big marks, big dents, any previous paintwork, and certainly free from crash damage, because that's not how we roll at Emerald. S Line livery just on the front wing just here, and you've got your Mythos black door mirror just here, and that's got your built-in LED indicator. Moving around, you've got a chrome window surround just to give the Audi that executive look that everybody knows Audis are globally synonymous with. Body coloured door handles, and you have got here a nice gloss black door pillar to separate the two doors. Now as you can see, part of the S Line styling pack, you've got the flared and extended side skirt just at the bottom, which again is a tip of the cap to the S's of the past. Second alloy wheel just there. As you can see, the guys in the Emerald body shop have worked wonders. Really nice clean finish on those alloys. Up here, continuing with the sports styling, got a little gloss black pillar here, and of course you've got your lip spoiler with high level LED rear brake light. And moving around, you've got your LED rear lights here, you've got your TDI badging, your A3 badging, and of course your 4 ringed badges. You've also got rear parking sensors on the bumper just there, one exhaust, and that is surrounded by the honeycomb black grille and the titanium or metallic black and grey contrast styling. Now the boot itself, the release is just underneath. It's not an electronic boot, it is manual, and there is the boot for you. So as you can see, what you can also do with that, you can open that up, you've got your spare donut wheel just in there, and the jack in order for you to get it done. Nice size boot, easily get many things in there. So as you can see again, moving around, really nice clean straight lines, no shock horrors, no surprises, and now you can see from this angle that Mythos Black doing what it's designed to do. So that, guys, really is our Audi in a nutshell from the exterior. But don't fear, we are going to get inside and we're going to show you all the treats, tech, and I'm quite happy to say nice surprises that the A3 TDI S Line has in store for its new owner. So I promised you a surprise, and I'm sure you'll all agree that from the brushed aluminium inlay, electric heated mirrors, electric windows and child lock, and this cool quirky feature which you can't quite see, but it is there, the Audi puddle light system, down to the aluminium door inlay, the automatic lighting, the aluminium inlay there. You've got a pearl and chrome black air conditioning vent cover. You've also got automatic wipers, And of course you've got the creme de la creme, you've got the S-tronic gearbox just on the left, and you've got the flat bottom half perforated Napa leather with white contrast stitching multifunction steering wheel. And we said all that in one go. Now obviously the multifunction steering wheel and being flat bottom is something that a lot of Audi drivers and sports enthusiasts in particular really like. Gives the car a more aggressive presence from within, and it just gives it that little bit more, again, tip of the cap and heritage to the race cars of the past under the Audi brand. The seating, you've almost got a checkered flag design, which I don't think it's intended to be, but that's how it looks. So it's half cloth and half leather with the white contrast stitching, and you've got the S Line embossment in there as well. You can see seats are in good condition, no wear on the bolster. They're not electrically operated, they are manual. So, getting into the car, let me give you a closer look at everything internally. So as you can see here, you've got your S-tronic gearbox. Now these are probably the second best semi-automatic gearbox on the market, although they are actually probably the same as DSG in retrospect. So we'll turn the car on, and as you can hear, it's not lumpy, it's not too loud, it's not juddery, there's no warning lights, the dash is analog, it's nice, it's crisp, it's clear, it's just a good car. And more importantly, it's covered less than 45,000 miles from new. But back to the gearbox, really easy to use. So what you've got here is a lever. Now unless you press it, your gearbox won't move. Push it down, you've got reverse, of which when you do that, you'll hear your parking sensors click on. Neutral, you've got drive. Now you'll see in the bottom left of the infotainment digital display, D1. That means drive. If you put that down, it goes into S1, which gives you sports mode on your gears alone. That just gives you a higher rev ratio, better throttle response, and allows you to drive it a little bit more emphatically. To change that, simply press it down again, and that goes into D1. If you want paddle shift, click the button here, and that will change automatically when you're driving into M, and you'll be able to see the different modes. Underneath that, you've got your media system control, so you've got navigation on here, which this car doesn't possess. I repeat, doesn't possess, so you'd need to speak to your Audi dealer, get an SD card, or they'll give you an activation key in order to get that enabled. You've got Bluetooth telephone, you've also got on there, look, you can see it asks you to connect. You've got radio, which is that button just there, and of course you've got DAB, FM and AM. But as I say in every video, if you got DAB, you're not really going to need the other two. And if you click back on there and you click onto media, you'll see that you can connect your Bluetooth media, or you have the other options, which are your SD card, your Audi music interface, or your CDs. Now what we can do, if we click on the menu button just here, we can go back onto the screen and we can click on car. This is your Audi Drive Select mode. Now this is a popular feature that is also an optional extra. Now you've got your different modes here. Now diesels are efficient as it stands, but if you put this in efficiency mode, that will ensure that your car returns the maximum miles per gallon and gives you optimum consumption, just rather than having it all out, balls out all the time. Comfort, that'll just adapt it so the car isn't quick, it isn't really sort of nippy or anything like that. It makes you drive exactly what that word entails, and it's nice and comfortable. Auto, you can change that, that will automatically adapt to the road that you're on. Dynamic, that's for those brave ones amongst us who like it a little bit quicker. In reality, that is what used to be called sports mode. And if you click on individual and you click this button just here, you'll be able to click on there and you can change the gearbox and the steering to change it to your own personal configuration of what you prefer. Now if you click on the other button just on the left, you can get onto systems, and that will bring up another sub menu, and you can go on vehicle settings, you can change what the steering wheel does. For me, I would have that as the Audi Drive Select mode. So when you've got both hands on the wheel in dynamic mode and you're using the flappy paddles, click that button and it's easily changeable to another driving option. You've got exterior lighting, you've got central locking and locking when you're driving. You've got your driver assistance features, speed warning, parking aid, rest recommendation and rain sensor. You've got air conditioning, and more importantly, you've got servicing and checks, which include your TPMS, service intervals, chassis number and initialised keys. Now if you click on service intervals, you'll see your next oil service isn't due for just under 12 months. So that means lots of miles per gallon, lots of miles per gallon, and not a lot of work in between. So if we go out of that now and we go back onto the home menu, you've got telephone, which you've been on, navigation, which we know isn't enabled on this model, media, radio, and the one we didn't do was tone. This just allows you to, as you'll be aware, set all your different options and change it to what you want it to be and how you want your music pumped into the system. Moving down from there, underneath you've got your aircon vents, you've got your auto start stop, you've got your traction control off, screen on or off or up and down as that does, and you've of course got your drive select button. And down here you've got your dual zone air conditioning, which is showcased really nicely with a little digital display. Front windscreen, rear windscreen, you've got your auto recirc, you've got where you want the air to blow, and you've got another option just here to have it on the windscreen. Now moving down, you have of course got a cigarette lighter in this one, which is classed as the smoker's package, but it doesn't mean the previous owner did. A little bit of storage, 2 cup holders, and you've got this really nice brushed black aluminium just surrounding the gear gaiter just there, which of course is Napa leather and white contrast stitching. Moving down, you've got your electric parking brake, and you've also got the Napa leather with white contrast stitching on the armrest just here. Now the armrest can go right the way down, or you can put it to a position that really does suit you. In there you've also got your Audi music interface USB port and further storage. Passenger seat, you can see, free from any wear and tear. That really nice, almost unique checkered flag design on the big bolster seats with the S Line branding. And of course in the rear you can see that those have hardly ever been sat in. There are ISOFIX points, but they're just really nice, really well looked after seating. There's just one minor mark on the middle there, but other than that there's not really too much else we can tell you about this Audi A3, apart from the fact that we like it very, very much, and it could be on your drive as quick as tomorrow. That's because we do offer next day UK delivery, subject to terms and conditions. And I also need to let you know before I go that of course every car here at Emerald is treated to the Emerald 128 point check at our RAC approved on-site garage facility prior to being brought round to the front here and ready for me to video. That means it's covered everything cosmetically and mechanically, and if we have to put an MOT on it, we certainly do so if there's less than 6 months remaining. We service every car when we come in, and we've got a very, very qualified, experienced team of tech that just want to make sure the car is right for you when you come down to HQ and experience the Emerald way. If you do have any questions about the video, the car, any history, or just the guy narrating, do please give me a call and we'll be more than happy to help you out with any questions. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.